What up, though, world? This is SwagRight, back with another episode of 734 in Ann Arbor, brought to you by Ann Arbor Hub. And I'm here with the one and only, the queen of the D, P. Dot.
What's up? What up? What up? What up?
How you doing today?
I'm blessed. I'm not.
I feel great to have you in Ann Arbor. Finally, we get to sit down and talk. I feel like it's been like the universe making something happen, because literally every time you come out to Ann Arbor or Ipsy area, 734 area to do a show, something happens. Like literally, there was even one time I came to see you and they like, P. Dot not gonna be able to make it. Can you rap instead?
Right. Oh, you talking about? I know what you're talking about.
The Lunar Cipher.
Yeah. It was a lot going on that day. Woo.
I'm glad you're good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to have you out here, and I'm glad you made it safely down 94. Let's jump right into it.
Let's go.
P. Dot. Born in the East, raised on the West, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been doing music since high school. You went to Cody High School.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that, of your early days of being P. Dot.
I wasn't P. Dot then.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to correct myself.
I was actually PAM, acronym punishing all beep 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 mother beep beep.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my friends, I wasn't actually setting out to be an artist. I always liked music. I like dancing. I like hair and all. Just always been like just type bubbly, have fun type person. But I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna do music and all of that. That was like my brother's thing. But one day, a friend of mine, they was like around 17, 18-ish. He stayed right around the block. His name was Demine. He knew how to make beats and stuff like that. So he was always like, listen to this, and it was back when the cassette tapes, like, he put it in the cassette, press play. I'm like, wow, you made that? Yeah. So he ended up meeting one of our guys. Well, he's a CEO, but leading up to that, okay, his name is Kev, but we called him Mac. So his goal was to start a label, okay? So he was the one who actually connected with Demine. Demine, actually, it was like a lot of us in the neighborhood. I wasn't doing it yet, but my boy Chino, his name is Sweet Life, my boy Jeff Brown, my boy, two guys, they had a group called Trump Tight, whatever. They were already rapping and doing their thing. Snipe, he was battle rapping. So he was like, gather everybody up. I got the money, I got the resources, we just gonna go and go make some music. So it was just like one day, I just so happened to be over my friend's house. And he was like, we're going to the studio. And I was like, where's the studio? Around the block. So I'm like, oh, okay, I want to go. So went around there, and it was like a vibe. I'm like, wow, it takes a lot. Like, you never realize how much it takes to make like 3 minutes of a song. Like, it was like an all day thing. Like, they was in there all day just writing on the spot, recording. Oh, that ain't good enough. Do it again, do it again, do it again. I'm like, dang, that take a lot of work for 3 minutes of a song, right? So I ended up leaving because they was taking too long. So the next day I came over, and he was doing something, and Tupac All Eyes on Me had just came out. So everybody was vibing, so I forgot which song was playing, but I was rapping along with it, and he just looked at me, and he was like, man, you ever thought about rapping? I was like, no. He was like, yeah, you got a voice, like your voice. And I was like, what about it? He was like, it's different. He was like, you ever thought about rapping? I was like, no. He was like, I'm telling you, like, his basement was terrible. Like, it was papers everywhere, but he knew where everything was at. So he was like, I got this rap, right? He's like, we go to, because his sets was every Sunday at 12 o'clock at the studio. So he was learning, he was interning. It was like, in exchange, he was interning, helping another guy that owned the studio. He was like, in exchange, just give me the time. You only got to pay me, give me the time. So that was smart. So the next day, he was like, come around here, I found something for you. I wrote something. I'm like, what? I'm not trying to rap. And he was like, nah, we getting you in there. Like, we getting you in there. I was like, okay. So he was like, I came around there, he gave me the paper. I looked at it. The writing was horrible. I'm like, bro, I can't read this. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I rewrite it. I'm like, yeah, because I can't read this. He was like, if you know what I'm saying? He was like, listen, why don't you take this, remember it. He gave me a beat tape. He was like, I want you on this. rap it, learn it. He was like, and then following Sunday we gonna go record it. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna teach you.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't know how, but yeah. So Sunday comes. No, the day before it comes, it was Saturday. He was like, hey, you ready? I was like, I think. And he was like, yeah, tomorrow today. He was like, 12 o'clock. He was like, man, don't stand me up. So next day come, I'm like, my stomach hurting and everything. Because, you know, it's real studio. This real studio mic, you know, ADAT. It was like back in the days of the ADATs and all of that. So, you know, I didn't want to mess up. So my guys, they already was polished. They in there spitting and stuff. I'm like, dang, that sound nice, you know. Get in there. He like, look, we gonna take as long as we gotta take. I was scared to death. I didn't know anything about delivery. I didn't know anything about counting bars. I didn't know anything about nothing, okay? So he like, get in there. He like, adjust the mic. I'm like, oh my God, he like talking it. I'm like, I swear to God, when I watch Hustle and Flow, it reminds me of my moment. Because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, girl. I ain't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? But when we finally got through, it took all day. And he was like, hey, do me a favor. Because the studio was like right by Ridge Park. So it was like Burt Road. And I want to say, I forgot the name of that side street. But it was close to Ridge. And he was like, hey, go to the store for me and grab me some blunts. I was like, all right. And he was like, hey, when you get back, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have something for you to hear. I'm like, okay. So he like, hey, walk the long way, though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So I walked a couple blocks over, walked up. Got the blunts, came back, and then when I came in, I was like hearing music and stuff. He was like, "Hey, you ready?" I was like, "Dang, you know how it sound?" He was like, he was like, "Man, it's cold." I was like, "For real?" Like, so he pressed play, and I swear to God, I was like, "Damn, that's me!" Like, it was so dope. I was like, "What the hell?" So he was like, "We gonna put it on tape. We gonna take it to the hood, and we gonna let them hear it." And I was like, really, really scared because I'm like, they might not like it. Like, they might clown me. You know what I'm saying? And the first song was called Wrong Hoe to Provoke. He wrote that. Like, it was just like, he already had me like in a battle mine or something. I don't know. But he wrote it. The song was called The Wrong Hoe to Provoke. And I recorded it, and we brought the tape, and I played it, and I'm talking about the guys was like, damn, that shit hard as hell. It was like, oh, play that back. They kept asking me. I'm like, y'all like it? But that was the moment right there. And it was almost like, the first time you bite a good ass burger and you like, I need another one of that. So it was like, that's how P-Dot, it wasn't P-Dot, it was P-A-M. That's how she started. So from there, that's when it was like, I want to feel that a little more. I want to see what more I could do. That was the first and only time anybody ever wrote for me. He taught me how to count bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. You know, to the tempo. I'm like, okay. So it took a while for me to get the hang of that. Where he'd be like, I need 16 bars. I ain't know what the hell he's talking about. You got to count. So he taught me how to count bars. He basically taught me how to write hooks. He taught me how to stick to the concepts and things like that. So shouts out to my boy Detroit Jones. He's still alive and kicking, and I see him all the time. And he follows everything I do. He don't always be vocal. He might not comment, but he'll hit a like, and then when I see him, he'll be like, dog, I'm so proud of you. You're the only one out the crew still waving the flag, because basically everybody else stopped from the neighborhood, and I'm still going. So that's what happened.
That's an amazing story. And you are an amazing storyteller. So now, fast forward all these years later, you're singing, you rapping, you 13 projects deep, which is amazingly consistent for artists in any area, let alone Detroit. Because like you said, there's so many great rappers in Detroit that just quit.
It is because they don't. A lot of people don't understand that how it, you know, if you really serious about it, it costs a lot of money to really do it right. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It costs a lot of money to really do it right, especially if you want to, you know, the videos cost $600 to $1,000. Mixing and mastering, the studio time $60 to $100 an hour. Mm-hmm. It depends on where you go. Then after that, you got to get it mixed, mastered. You got to get it packaged. You got to get it uploaded on the digital streaming platforms. Mm-hmm. You got to do your marketing. You got to get out here and do these shows. You got to work the music. It's a lot. And it kind of irritates me when people be like, oh, they just rap like, bro. It's just like paying for like 3 households. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, if you really break it all down to it, it really does.
Being somebody without kids, everybody be like, you ain't got no kids. You don't know what it is to spend on all these kids. I got a music career. I spend just like y'all spend on these kids. it's the same.
It's the same. And then you still gotta, maintain your everyday lifestyle. Like, you still got your mortgage, your rent, you got your bills, you got food, you know what I'm saying? And everything I do is entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? My braid business funds my music business funds my braid business, and take care of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I thank God for that,
Period. We're going to get back to how much of a hustler you are. But first, let's talk more about the music business. Okay. First of all, I want you to give a shout out to your management, because you have great management. I don't know. Maybe just because I'm like in the music industry, I recognize it, but I really love what your management does for you. And your management
awesome team. And then a lot of people, I want to let you guys know relationships matter when it comes to this music thing. Relationships matter. It's not, sometimes people really mess with you and rock with you in a way that they'll just do things for you, or just put your name in the conversation, or just be like, hey, I got something for you. Come over here, come do that. And then, I get alley-ooped a lot. You know what I'm saying? And like, again, I gotta, give it to God, because, people think about me, and people be like, oh, I want to see her succeed. I want to see her do this. So a lot of those opportunities, they come, and then I just be like, look, I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to dunk it. Bow. So whatever you throw to me, I'm going to make sure I put my best foot forward, and then something else going to come out of that, Yes. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to show up.
Absolutely. That showing up is half the battle in this music industry. So many people don't show up. But one person who does show up for you is your manager. He's also your video editor, I heard.
Yeah, he's like my creative director. Shouts out to B Scar, Grind Life 313. Honestly, he was actually working with Uncle P before he became part of my management. Uncle P and him was over the Underground Hip Hop Awards in Detroit, Michigan. Okay. So they had they was doing it like every year from, I want to say 2015. Back. Yeah, that was dope. 2015, they had it at St. Andrews at the Staple. You know what I'm saying? St. Andrews is like the Mecca of Detroit. That's where they film 8 Mile and all of that. And a lot of the battles happen in the basement in the shelter. You know what I'm saying? Where Jay Dilla and Proof and, a lot of the greats, Stump That, you know what I'm saying? Miss Corona, Super MC, artists like that. Uncle P and him, they had they thing going on. Uncle P used to have the bullfrog. And he used to throw a lot of the shows, and he used to just like, I was kind of like stepping back out because I had a huge writer's block. My mom passed away, and I couldn't put a song together to save my life for like years. Like, I was really in a dark place and stuff like that, and then it just something snapped me out of it. And I was like, and I'm not about to just quit. Like, I use my mom's death, you know what I'm saying, to fuel my fire. Some people let it, bring them down. I use it to lift me up, you know what I'm saying? Because I know she's watching. Wherever she's at, she's there. She can see, she can hear. And my mother always told me, don't be a quitter. So I'm like, yeah. And plus, I love it so much. It's therapeutic, you know what I mean? But yeah, Uncle P and B Scarb, they used to throw these events, and they used to invite me out to perform. I was like building my name. I was like grunging in. Open mics.
The first time I seen you was at the Bullfarm.
Yeah, Uncle P used to I really appreciate him for that, because he's not one that's all about popularity. He's like, you make really good music, I'm messing with it, I'm fucking with it. So if you make really good music, he's gonna reach out to you and say, hey, I got this going on. Come on out, you know what I'm saying? And then, from there, he just gonna keep you in the conversation. And I swear, from there, like Uncle P, he's the reason why I opened up for like Mobb Deep and, the Brat, people like that, you know what I'm saying? Because he had a partnership with Live Nation, which was at St. Andrews, you know what I'm saying? So whenever things came, people that was in his immediate, he'd be like, hey, put Dot on, put Chaz on, put so-and-so on, put so-and-so on. This, if you fit the bill criteria, he put you out there. But anyway, from there, it just was like, I don't know, one day, Scar was like, I want to do this song. And it was called Soul Food. And it was basically me, Chaz, and he managed a lot of artists. He managed Rocaine. He managed Drago and Bino. He managed Molly Brazy. He managed a lot of artists that people like. He's really quiet behind the scenes, and people don't know that he had his hand in it. You know what I'm saying? Unless he say it. But we did the song, and then it was like I was the only female in all the guys, and they like really bar heavy. K2A, Vizu Low Key and Chaz. You know what I'm saying? Like they really bar heavy. And he like, dawg, let me see what you can do. Let me see what you can do. So they was always throwing me in the fire like, let me see. And then I like, stop playing with me, you know, type stuff. And he like, oh, okay, then do this. And then it's like, as a result of that, he was like, I want you and Chaz, because Chaz really smooth and I'm like street. And he like, y'all sound good together on this song. So from there, we did one song called Coney Island, which blew the hell. Like the radio took it and they just spinning it. Like they just started spinning it crazy. I was like, you know how one of them songs you be like, I like it, but it ain't. I might like another song, but the city like that's, you know. Mm-hmm. So they held on to Coney Island, and then he was like, I want to manage y'all. Like, you know, I see something in y'all, and I was like, okay, like shoot, it can't do nothing but help. So shouts out to Scarb, like, you know, and he's my creative director. So a lot of the times he's a behind the scenes type of person. He really creative, and so like if I be like, oh, I'm about to shoot this video, and he'll ride around the city and find spots. Like, I found this spot. We go shoot a scene there. Like he really like he learned me to the fact where I don't got to be there, and he be like, yeah, that's that look like that's that. Okay, we go shoot it here. We go shoot it there. And then when we done, I go about my life. And he goes up to the studio and sit there and edit and stay there all night long until it's done. Or like the turnaround to be one day, as opposed to 6-7 days. You know, mm-hmm. It'll be one day. Like the day I record, the day we shoot it, he go edit it. The next day I got it, and it's done. And then he'll be like, here, trailer, promo trailer, put that out there. And then he'll be like, we gonna press the button on this day. So he taught me a lot about the business. Like I really thank him for that. Shouts out to B-Scar. Y'all follow him, Grind Life 313 Instagram.
Period. We'll repost it. So, because I'm a fan. Like, I feel like I need to sit down with him and have a little talk and pick his brain a little bit.
For sure.
So, let's talk about some of the other opportunities that you've been getting lately. I seen just recently you did the 20V Helluva, mm-hmm. and that was very interesting.
Yeah.
As a watcher from the outside,
it?
yes,
okay.
I did watch it. It was very interesting.
Okay.
But let's talk about your experience. I'm not going to tell you what I thought about
it. Okay. Well, honestly, like a lot of my opportunities just kind of like fall in my lap. Mm-hmm. So I got a lot of supporters. So sometimes I swear I love my sleep. So I'll be asleep and then I'll wake up and I'll get tagged in something. Mm-hmm. Or they'll shoot it to my DM and they be like, Dot, you know, try to do this, do that. So I just was like, interested. I just like put a hand up under the post and said interested, and then they was like, oh, we mess with you anyway, like come through. So I'm like, shoot, you know, it can't do nothing but help. And then I wanted to honestly get in front of Helluva, you know what I'm saying, because I'm like, dang, I really want to work with him. Like if me and him get together, we can knock that shit out the park. Like, but you know, he's all over the place, and plus he's big now, like, you know what I'm saying, when you producer for Jeezy and producing for T Grizzly and Chris Brown and things like that. It's like, yeah, I see you Detroit, but shit, this that, you know, this that bag right here. So I'm gonna get this bag and I'm gonna come back. But yeah, it was he's one thing I can say about Helluva do not hold any punches. Like if he like your music, like I was shocked that he couldn't say nothing. He really ain't say nothing. He was just like, female Big Hurt. I fuck with it. Like, but everybody, he was like, y'all better have tough skin. Like when he came out, he would really chop your shit. If it's bold, he gonna tell you it's bold. If he like it, he gonna tell you he like it. If it's in, he gonna tell you it's in. If he be like, oh, that was boring, he gonna flat out say it. So a lot of that stuff that was in there, they kind of chopped out. But he wasn't playing. I had fun.
I want to see the unedited.
Yeah, the unedited. Woo. Lord.
I met Helluva, I think, twice. And the one time that I met with him was at a showcase, and he was the exact same way. And I feel like we kind of have the same vision of things. So I would love to see
He's really stone-faced. Yeah. So you don't really know until you done. When he be like, I fuck with it. He might hit you with a smile like, yeah. But, you know, he really be stone-faced. He just look at you like,
He about gave me the bubble guts.
Girl, I had to pee like twice. I had to use the bathroom twice before it was my turn. I'm like, because it was like 4 different groups of girls. It was like 4 different groups of girls, right? So I'm like, I think we was like the last group. And it was a lot of young girls, and they all was kind of like, you know, real dressed like. I was like, that ain't me. Like, it was a few of us that was like, you know, like, man, we ain't about to do all that. But the majority of them,
they was doing it up for YouTube.
But yeah, he real stone faced. But yeah, he gave me some good feedback on mine. And he was like, good. I fuck with you, Dad. Like, I fuck with that. You know, so I was like, okay, cool. Long as he ain't tearing my dreams up, shredding me.
It was early in me rapping, so like, you know, I do the showcase. He's a judge or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know what he gonna say, because at that time I like wasn't confident at all. So I'm like, man, if he say I'm trash in front of this whole room of people, it's like all of Ipsy in here.
Oh my God!
But he did. He was fucking with it. So
yeah, he'll tell you for sure. He ain't gonna lie about it.
Shout out Lex Cash. She was on the 20V Helva as well.
Yeah, it was a few. It was a few. Yeah, few girls. It was a couple of them new girls I met too. I follow them. Like, I started following them from there because I didn't know it was that many females.
Yeah, I feel like every time I go to a showcase or something like that, I meet a couple more girls. And I'll be like, you new to this? And they'll be like, no, I've been doing this for a couple years.
Yeah.
So I feel like we all need to just link up and do a big all-female show or something.
I feel like that because they used to, Uncle P used to do that a lot. He used to do a lot of all-female showcases just to be like, okay, it's a lot more females than y'all know. And then too, you know, a lot of females, they don't come outside they circle. They stay in that same little, you know what I'm saying? And then what I tell people all the time, like, bro, you got to get up out there. Like, I know it's comfortable over here, but come over there. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Like, you just got to move around.
Networking is everything in this music business. Like you said, it's all about, you know, who like you. Then you just get opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the other people that you work with. Of course, you have the very, very popular track with Trick.
Yeah.
What was it like working with him? Another Detroit.
Oh man, Trick is like really, really serious about his craft. Trick is a night owl, so he does a lot of his recording overnight. When people are asleep and it's quiet, he told me that's his best time because the world is quiet. And, you know, he could just focus on what he got to focus on. Trick is, he is a producer. Oh, he produced that track. You know what I'm saying? He produced that track, and he low-key shot the video. Like, it's crazy work because he DJs. He is a videographer as well. He just dropped a movie. Shouts out to him. Just dropped a movie. He shot the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, working with him, I learned a whole nother, how can I put it, category of showmanship. And, he always, one thing about Trick is like, because he took me on tour with him. I went on the road with him like 3 times. And it was in front of, I'm telling you, like the biggest crowd I ever been in front of was at the Cannabis Fest. Like, and he, he's a weed connoisseur. So, a lot of his shows is like, cannabis and, Cassopolis. I'm in Indiana. I'm in, what I'm saying? And people out there vibing and they out there stoned and getting high. And, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, I was in front of like 20,000 people and I said, they was vibing. Like, it was so crazy. And one thing I remember my manager saying, he was like, tell them to turn their lights on. He's like, if they turn their lights on, you got them. You know what I'm saying? Trick made me rehearse. I think I lost like 15 pounds rehearsing with that man. I used to know how to dance. I used to know how to jig when I was like, he had me jitting and dancing and sweating like hell. And I was like, bro, like I told him, I was like, bro, I thought I had balls when I was like, my balls is sweating. He was laughing so hard. I was like, dog, I feel like I got nuts. Like, he was not playing with me. We did the run the show from the top to the bottom every day. Like, and the closer it got to the event, every day, 3-4 times a day, overnight. I was so sweaty. And one of the shows that we did, it was raining the entire time. And I was soaked from my head to my toes, but I had a ball. When I tell you I had so much fun, Trick showed me how to really pay attention to detail, how to not be afraid to speak up when something not right, take your time, and he'll find your ass too. Fuck up if you want to. I'm talking about the maracas. You better not mess up on them. I'm talking about to the last little thing. Like, he is very, very. And he puts on an awesome show, and he does it every single time. And I just started studying him from the time that I did the first show. I'm like, wow, he got a band. He got a DJ. Majority of his band is his family. Like, he got a sister singing background. His brother is the DJ. You know, he got bud tenders up there rolling up joints, and he got the whole thing. And he was like, you know, Trick is a character. Like, that's how you be like, what do you want Pete out to be? Like, he the first one that let me know, like, it's a difference. Mm-hmm. Like, it's Chris, and then it's Trick. Like, so, yeah, he made me realize that it could get bigger and better.
We need him to do a show like Dev, Trick's Boot Camp or
he
something.
Definitely, somebody, hey, look, he'll probably do it too. Somebody probably just, if they just drop the bug in his ear, I think he'll do it.
A bug in a bag is all we need.
Yeah.
That's
Dang,
nice.
I might have to tell him, I'm like, hey, Trick, you might need to do Trick's house or something.
Do it, please.
He'd be, he lethal though. He'll hurt some feelings.
Even if I'm not included, I would love to watch it. Because it's nothing gonna come out of it but better artists.
And he got a good ear. He got a really good ear. Like, he produced for Big Herc, and you know, a lot of artists that we don't even know. He done produced like songs for Big Herc. He got Kid J under his wing right now. He just released a whole project on him. Me and him about to go in there.
Kid J from Nipsey?
Huh? Yeah, Kid J.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he did a whole project on him, and I think it's about to be a nice little rollout. So,
that's dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, his daddy, manager.
Yeah.
I'm locked in with them. I love them so much. His mama cool. I love their whole family.
The old banners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about some of the other people you work with. I heard you had some song with Iggy Azalea you work with.
No, I opened up for her.
Opened up for her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In Atlanta, yeah. That's when she was signed to T.I. and stuff like that. I got a song with Swifty McVeigh.
Okay.
From D12.
I
It's
have
him
heard
and
that
Caneva
one.
on there.
I don't know where I heard the Iggy Azalea from, but I tried to look it up and I couldn't find out.
Then
that's why.
I did a show. I opened up in Atlanta. I went all the way to Atlanta and opened up down there. It was live.
But that's Swifty McVeigh. It's you, him, and who else is on there?
Me, Caneva. It's two of the D12 members. Swifty McVeigh, Stretch Money on there. It's another guy on there too. I'm the only female on that mug.
Uncle Stretch.
Mm-hmm,
that's
Stretch.
Another person that keep it real.
Take
about
money
the
to make money, Lord have mercy.
Yes. That's a classic.
That's my moody friend. I'm like, yeah, you got to be a Libra.
Don't do us. I'm a Libra.
Them scales be like, ding, ding,
I'm a Libra.
And listen, I got a sister that's a Libra. I'm telling you, I got Libras all that. Them scales get to tilting, baby. And Scarborough, the ground life, he a Libra. Them scales get to tilting down. It be like, ooh.
That's all you gotta do is just keep us balanced, you know.
That's
bring
crazy.
A weed
work.
out, and we good.
I got a song with Marv Wine. Shouts out to Aunt Bill. He produced it. I got a song with Boog Brown, with Boogie. You know, Super MC. Let me see. Shit. Let me think. Damn. I got a lot of songs with a lot of fellas. I would like to work more with females. I don't know what it is about the females. I don't know if they be ducking or running or what. I'll be like, damn, it ain't nothing but.
I sent you a beat, so.
Oh no, see, but no, I'm talking about like, you know, that want to get in the booth, like they don't be want to get in there.
Let's do it. I got that other beat that I tagged you in. We can get on that.
Girl, come on.
I was writing to that the other day.
I'll be like, come on, like, yeah, y'all ain't steel sharp and steel. Ain't nothing but a little pressure.
I feel like nowadays it ain't about who better on the song.
Oh, but listen, you gotta get on that mug.
I mean, you can't play no games because But everybody, I might get on something and you get on something, and we both do the beat good, but we got two different styles. So
that's like how me and Chaz. That's me and Chaz.
I feel like I can't be like, oh, you killed you, because we doing kind of two different things. We both doing our own thing.
Yeah, that's me and you though, because we're not competitive artists like that. But everybody else that be listening be like, you had the better. Like I swear to God, every time me and Chaz, we drop three different Coney Island projects. Listen, I'm like, did you listen to the song? Like, oh, Chaz, she got you on this one. Oh, yeah. even a little stronger. Like, we are, listen, don't do that. Like, that's when
if
when
it gets you talking and reposting, I'm good.
Girl.
I ain't paying attention to that.
They listen, I'm telling you, they really do. And they be like, be careful with the features. You know, the features, you know, you got to be careful with that. I'll be like, I'm not ever scared of no pressure. Come on now, let's work.
I don't want to hear great music.
I just want to be able to work. Like, whatever I record, I want to be able to perform it. Like, a lot of people just like to just record. They don't want to work the song. Like, let's shoot a video. Let's perform it. When I get 30 minutes, come jump on my set. When you get some time, let me jump on yours. We gon', you know, share it. I learned that from Soup. Soup taught me that one. Like,
okay.
Yeah. I was able to do, opened up for Jadakiss. Did Chucks versus Adidas, all type of J Dilla Day.
We already know you was Team Adidas.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I get that from my daddy. My daddy, I swear to God, you look at my daddy, it's nothing but Adidas in there. He probably got one pair of Air Force Ones. The rest is Adidas shell toes, Adidas forms, Adidas. I'm telling you, he's Adidas and Levi's. He had on some Levi's today.
That's a Detroit thing. And I swear, Ty Hopkins is
he dropping the coldest.
I got 3 days.
I got to get it's green and gold. It's Cody colors. I got to have it. Ty, save one. Save me one, brother. We gonna fight.
Ty Hopkins.
Because I ain't gonna be able to go to his 313 event because I'm gonna be at the Coney.
Yeah.
So I can't go. Ty, put me a size medium large to the side. Green and gold. I need that Spirit of Detroit starter's jacket, sir.
And so top 10's the match.
Period.
Detroit is different with the fashion from the Cardis. I heard some dude from Atlanta talking about we copying off of them. They've been wearing Cardis for a decade.
No.
I'm almost 40 years old. I'll be 40 in October. My whole life, I've never not seen Detroit people in Cartiers.
Listen, what I commented under there, I said the person who you probably seen in Atlanta wearing the Cardis was probably from Detroit. Because Atlanta is like another Detroit.
Half of us
everybody who come down there is from up here. Mm-hmm. Like almost with Arizona. Like it's like another Detroit.
Absolutely.
So the person who he probably saw was probably from up here. He probably saw one of the BMFs down there.
Zaytoven or somebody.
Somebody, Al Nuke or somebody was down there. You know what I'm saying? Probably was like, oh.
Ooh, Al. I love him to death.
Buffies, the Buffs, the Buffaloes, the Yays. We got all different types of names because it's all different types of styles. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Detroit style is something different. Mm-hmm. It's just clean cut. Everybody know how to do it. It's just...
It don't matter where we go, we stand out too. Mm-hmm. Like when I was when me and Chaz and my man and Scarb, we all went on tour. Oh my God, we went to Philly. They knew we was from Detroit. We didn't even have to open up our mouth. They was like, "Where are y'all from?" And we was like, "Detroit." And I'm talking about they would up though. They would up though us to death out there. And then we went to St. Louis. They knew. And you know, Cleveland, that's like the second home. They number 2 hours away.
That's our little brothers.
So when I went there, they knew. They like, I had so much fun on the road, man. I got to get back on the road, bro. Gotta get back on the road.
What's your favorite part about being on the road besides performing?
The food, the people. Because when I go out there, you know, I be doing my interviews and I do my shows, and I be like, what's something good to eat out here? Like when we was in Chicago, they said Portillo's. Is an awesome spot.
That's on my list.
Portillo's and the Chicago home with the chicken and waffles. Yeah. So one of the radio personalities out there was like Portillo's. She just kept saying Portillo's.
He was on Hell's Kitchen, the owner, and that's how I figured out about that.
They take the sub and they dip it in gravy or some shit. Oh man! And listen, the line, you would think it was Starbucks. Like the inside slapping, the drive-through slapping. You had to take it like you order. They give you a number. You got to go outside and wait. It be slapping that hard. And they have 2 lines, like 2 lines in the drive-through. Like it's a window on each side of the building, and then you go Portillo's. It was good too. It was worth it. I almost killed myself too.
So let's just go and segue into your restaurant, the Coney Islands, King's Coney Island.
King's Coney, shouts out to my partner. Yeah, we got partners. We doing things. Yeah, y'all come and support, man. We
grand opening 313 day.
313 day.
Give them the address.
6211 West Warren, right on the corner of West Warren and Livernois Hayes. Yeah, pull up.
I'll be out there. I just got Toni on. We gonna be out there for 313.
Yeah, man, it's going up, man. Y'all come out and eat good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be giving away. Y'all gotta purchase though. Don't just be coming to come get the coney dogs. But you gotta buy. You buy something, we gonna give you a free coney dog. We don't have no pork on the menu, y'all. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We got breakfast, lunch, dinner. You know.
So how does it feel? You know, starting this new venture. You're already a business owner. What is it like just adding some on top of that?
It's something to learn. Like, shoot, like he told me, you got to come train. I had to go learn how to work again. I learn how to work again. I learn how to work the cashier and shit. Like, be working the cash register and things. You know what I'm saying? I ain't did that in so long. Like, but yeah, it's something. I always love learning something new. And in the process of watching them put it together, how long it took and all the different steps. The inspections, the health, the building, just watching it like come from like an empty shell to come to like together. It was beautiful.
And it's beautiful
awesome.
Design. We're gonna drop some pictures, some videos.
Yeah, I leave it up though. Yeah, it's a diner vibe, y'all. It's Mr. I Live What Up. So listen, it's a diner vibe. It's a jukebox in there. You'll think you in Happy Days. Like you'll see the poodle skirts when you walk in. You'll see people on roller skates.
You gotta have a good mix of new and old the straight music on that jukebox.
Oh man, we going in the TVs. You're gonna be able to watch the game. You know what I'm saying? We're working on making it like a community spot where, like what your partner was saying about, you know, having a place for the community to come sit down and have coffee, eat, things like that. So yeah, it's right. DTE. Wait, listen. Every time we went in there to go do anything, them people was pulling up like, I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to eat. We like, it's not open yet. Like I had to keep telling the people, the old people really ready. They was pulling up and it was snow outside. They was ready to eat, darling. And I had to be like, look, not yet. We like, not yet. Well, when? We ready to eat.
Look, I've been on the internet looking on the Instagram page like, is it time yet?
Soon. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like, oh my God, when we had that Arctic blast, that kind of set, because water mains was breaking everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And we had to wait on the city to come out. And they like, oh, the ground got to thaw. The ground got to thaw. And do you know how long it's going to take for the ground to thaw in Detroit? The ground got to thaw. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you know, you got to, like, you just got to take the good with the bad. Like, it's a reason for the wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you rush stuff, that's when things go wrong. So you just got to let it organically flow. And when it organically flow, it be all right, you know? It's okay.
So I'm going to ask you a hard question.
Uh-oh. Hard questions.
And everybody hates this question when I ask them.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to make it very specific to Detroit. Who is your top 5 Detroit artists?
Oh, my God.
Everybody hates the top 5
How you ask me
question.
that and I'm an artist, though, and I work with everybody?
You can say yourself.
Girl, no, they gon' like,
yeah, exactly. When you want. I will not hate on you.
No. It's way more than 5. It's way more than 5 because I just sat and watched, like, the grit and grind of a lot of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like Payroll. I like how he stick to his self. Like, he a boss. Like, boom, boom.
The
he step out, he clean, and he
mine.
chill. He's so chill in real life. Like, everybody around him be all aggressive. He like, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What up, Payroll? Hey, what's poppin'? Like, dang, he could really be that, but he don't. I like Sada. He funny as hell. Mm-hmm. Like, I meet a lot of them in person, so I like them based off their person. Sada is really like that in person. He is crazy as hell. Like, he just be doing stuff. You be like, what the hell? He be like, oh my God. He be running and doing shit and dancing and like crazy work. Let me see. I like Babyface Ray. I like you chill. I really listen. I'm naming people that I really listen to in real time. Like a lot of people name people, they don't listen to them. I listen to myself, of course. Gang. You know what I'm saying? And my boy, I like the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? I like Chaz. He make good ass music. Y'all make sure y'all follow my boy 3269 Chaz. You know, pop in, listen to him. He got some good ass music.
Listen to the mixtape series. It's fire.
Coney Island 1, 2, 3. Fuck a demo tape. My boy Dollar. Sig Dollar, the Alpha League. You know what I'm saying? He got bars for days. Like people be sleeping. And you know, he got the Battle League. Mm-hmm. But he was a part of our project called Fuck a Demo Tape. And he was going like he's on the song Temperature Check. He at the end. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Dollar. I like Shaman the God. I like her. You know what I'm saying? I like her vibe. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I like Rocky Bad. I named way more than 5. I'm sorry.
No, keep going. Name everybody you like.
But I like Rocky Bad. I like people that really be themselves, you know, on stage and off the stage. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of, when you meet them, you can tell they really being themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. Malik, what up, dog? That's my label. We was on the same label. We was on Live Action Entertainment together. Cheddar Boy Malik, you know, he was Anguish back then. That boy still got it. Big Hurt, J Nutty, just a lot. 7 in general. Shit. Girl.
I'm naming some people I done forgot about. 7 in general, I ain't heard him in a minute.
Yeah, I seen him the other day. He still look the same and shit. He be bopping around. You know what I'm saying? He be outside still.
What about KDZ?
Oh yeah, KDZ. You know he be doing his music now. He don't really be doing music too much anymore. But he in his movie bag crazy. Mm-hmm. He in his movie bag real crazy.
I got a really crazy KDZ story.
What? That's a Joy Road exit 9.
So let's see, circa probably like 2006-07 time. When he was popping. Mm-hmm. I was dating a girl out in Pontiac, and he did a show at the Crowfoot. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we knew the promoter, so we got there early and just chilling up in the VIP or whatever. So me and my girl, like, duck around to the back of the Crowfoot, because, you know, they got the mezzanine up there. Yeah. And then the back room with, like, all the little booths and stuff. So we, like, back there chilling in the booth. Mm-hmm. In the dark by ourselves, and then he come around the corner like, what y'all doing?
Hell nah. He blew y'all spot up.
So, yeah. And then after he came around, his friends started coming around. Like, we was just leaving up out of here.
You know what y'all did? We was trying to be by ourselves, have our moment. He done blew y'all spot up. That's KDZ, though. That's my guy.
That was a good night in Pontiac. Shout out Pontiac. And shout out KDZ.
Yeah, they had a really good event this past summer. What was the name of that event? United. It was Rick Ross was there, and everybody was on the stage that day, but it was real dope. It was outside the Crowfoot. It was right outside. And then they moved it in. When I guess because of the noise, you know what I'm saying? They got their little noise ordinances, so like, shut that down, take that in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was dope. I was happy to be there.
I'm excited for all of the concerts, festivals, especially 313 Day coming up.
Yeah, you know, Detroit, we Memorial Day is when all the festivals pop out, but 313 Day is one of the biggest days. In Detroit, they celebrate all black-owned and small businesses. Livernois be lit up, you know, all 313, 313 stores. Shouts out to Crispy Attic, y'all. Y'all go shop Crispy Attics. That's my peoples. You know what I'm saying? My boy Daff and my boy Tim, they own it. It's a male boutique. They got the sweetest shit in there. Sweetest shit. Like, shop Crispy Attics. It's right next door to Good Times, the bar, Good Times on Livernois. Go get you some facials from 7. You know what I'm saying? Bar. You know, she's an esthetician. Get your facial and all of that type stuff. You know, Skin Bar 7. But yeah, they gonna light it up. They having like a whole outside, like they gonna block Livernois off from like 7 Mile to 8 Mile. It's gonna be like a concert in the middle of the street. Mm-hmm. Weather permitted. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna pray that the weather is awesome.
Usually, God been good to the city the last couple of years. It was real nice last year.
Yep. And they had that concert in the middle of the street. They had Lil Chaz, HBK Kid, all of them, the Doughboys was out there, but they had majority of the kid stars there that day, and they were showing out.
So how'd you feel about the reunion concert the other day? Doughboy Cash Out coming back together, and
I like it. I mean, the only person I feel like they never broke up though. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like Payroll always been waving the flag. It's just a couple of them be trickling off, but. I feel like he the nucleus. Like, you know what I'm saying? He the one to be like, he don't mind sharing his time with, you know, his people. So whenever he got something going on, he be like, oh, I'm bringing my whole crew by, look, you know. And wash your life up, gang.
I don't know or I don't believe if it's true. Somebody said that was the first time he ever promoted his own show. Was that true?
No. Hell no. I mean, it might have been some years, but Payroll always did.
Most Detroit artists have done at least one self-promoted show.
Yeah, he did a whole tour. I was on a couple stops on his tour years ago. I stopped in Muskegon with him, and I stopped in Saginaw with him. But he always put his own.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. I'm like, that got to be fake news.
Yeah, it's fake
news. Detroit
news.
hustled too hard to not have.
And he definitely hustled real hard. So yeah, he be outside for sure. You gonna see some payroll. If you don't see nobody else, you gonna see him out the crew.
So let's talk about your side hustle. You be doing hair. You do the braids.
Yeah, like the braids. My mom taught me, and I got an aunt that been doing hair for a long time. She still is doing hair to this day. I actually serviced her the other day, but my mom taught me how to braid. She taught me how to braid, and then she never did nobody else's. Like, this is weird because, okay, my mom was a workaholic, okay? This year, because my mom worked for the post office, she was a clerk. That particular year, they was like, their production was low or something, and they was laid off. I never saw it before. She got laid off, so my mom was a workaholic. She was used to going to work. So she was like, I'm bored. And then this one, WC3 used to have classes in the city. And they used to send around like newsletters and stuff saying what classes that you could take, $55 free knitting classes. She was like, I'm going to go take this braid class. And I was always a young lady that was intrigued. So if I see something going on, I'm like, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? To my aunts, my grandma, what you cooking? What's that? You know what I'm saying? So she went and she signed up for this class. And it was at WC3, the one that's on Joy. It used to be on Joy Road in Greenfield in the plaza. Mm-hmm. And she learned, like she came home with a head, with the mannequin head. And I was like, what is that? And I was like 13. And she was like, I'll take a braid class. I was like, you got a braid? And she was like, I'm bored. Like, so I'm like, oh, okay. So every day she went, every day it was like from 6 to 10. And she was coming home doing more. They was giving her homework and stuff. So she came home and she was doing, I was like, what's that? And she was like, you keep asking me, like, I'll show you. So they were showing her how to add the extensions. She showed me how to do it. And then she the class was over and she just was like, oh, I'm going back to work. Like once the layoff lifted, she went back to work. And I just was like, she like, you can have it. And gave me the book and all this stuff. And I'm just practicing. And then my aunt did hair too. Like, she used to have her friends coming in the basement. So I was always watching her too. And then my auntie was like, oh, this, just polishing me up a little bit more. But I was the girl in the neighborhood that braided everybody here on the porch. I was 13, 14, $25, straight bags, $25. And then when Allen Iverson came out, my bag blew up. You understand me? By then, I was crispy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted the eyeballs. I was on the porch, eyeballing there, $50, $60. Mm-hmm. Shit. Girl, I used to have, when I got my own car, had me a bag. I had my blow dryer, and I had all my supplies, combs, everything. As soon as somebody say braids, huh? You want your braid? I got the shit in the trunk. Listen, we be on the porch, wherever we at, I'm pulling that bag out. I grinded all the way from the bottom. I was doing all the boys here in the neighborhood, everybody. I had more men clients than I did, you know what I'm saying?
I bet.
I had all the boys in the neighborhood.
Everybody wanted to be Iverson and Ludacris.
Oh, man. And then my boys, they like, because they was going to cabarets, hit me up with the eyeballs. They put their gaiters on and shit. And I'd be like, oh, y'all.
Adams.
Yeah, and then they go out there in the world and they be like, a couple of my boys be like, hey, my girl want her hair like this. I'm like, yo, girl. And then I knew how to add hair, so I used to have that shit. Like,
now everybody got the Leash Keys braids.
Yep. Oh man, and I don't even talk about that because my niece, she had really long hair, and I give her some. Oh my gosh, she thought she was Alicia Keys girl. Mm-hmm. I went to Alicia Keys. So give her the 2 braids to the front with the little freaky out, like back, and she got me grown women. Grown women was like, I want my hair like that. That's how I built. Slow but show. So, but I got my first booth when I was probably like 19. And my friend her mom bought her a shop. And she's like, you want to braid in the shop? I was like, I don't know, I'll try. And we all was in there. She was doing nails. We all was young. We was all like under 21. Banging. And they was like, dang, it's a whole shop full of young girls right there on Plymouth and Evergreen killing it. Then we got a barber because we was like, we need some men up in here. So we had the barbers in the back, which was one of them was my label mate, Jeff Brown. He cut hair real good. And the other one that was cutting hair was the producer. So we all knew each other, went to school together. We was in there getting money. Man, that is what I do. I love to do it. people be happy. You know what I'm saying? I like to make people feel good. They come in, they hear be like, and then when you get done and show them that mirror, they be like, period. And they do the TikToks and they be in the mirror like, boop. Especially little girls, they be TikToking. They take themselves looking bold in the beginning, and then they do the process, and at the end they be like, they look gloss.
That has to be very satisfying as, a hair.
Man, I love to see the smile at the end. That's everything.
Absolutely.
But it is taxing on the body, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I stand when I braid. Like, when I sit down, it slows me down. So I stand the entire time. But the reward is the end. I love it. And then I use that to fund my music.
You got several streams of income now.
I mean, shoot, listen, you got to really think about it. Like, a lot of the time, we don't think about our future. We be like, we just work. We just survive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, at some point, I don't want to be brave for the rest of my life. I get in the booth.
I don't want to do nothing for the rest of my life.
I will literally, like, I'm already setting myself for falling back off the, you know what I'm saying, and taking an artist, like a young artist under my wing and developing her the way I was developed, her or him. You know what I'm saying? I want to go into that. I want to do artist development and stuff like that, and do some songwriting and develop an artist the same way. I want to fall off the scenes. I'm doing the work now, so when I fall off the scenes, then they be like, dang, Dot, name's still out there, but what's she doing? Oh, she's songwriting. She goes
hey,
writing.
Maybe we need to do P-Dow's boot camp and just have Trick on the episode.
Something. I kind of like, I got to figure out how I'm going to do it, because I'm going to have to fall back off something. I'm going to have to fall back off something. I'm like,
only 24 hours in a day.
It's only 24. Like, I got to have my nap.
Yeah.
I gotta sleep. I gotta get some sleep.
Till you get your little AI personal assistant together, it's hard to do a lot.
Yeah, but that's my thing. I really do want to fall behind the scenes, write some songs, like ghostwrite. I've been ghostwriting, and people they be surprised, but you can't tell people who you ghostwrite for. That's an NDA.
I don't like that.
But
that's what I don't like about hip hop. Nobody mad at Michael Jackson. He ain't writing hardly none of that. But he the greatest.
Yeah. And you see Missy Elliott, she's still eating. She just sitting on the couch, put her headphones on, listen to a beat, write a song. Hey girl, it sound like you. I want you to sing this.
Sound like you, yeah.
Sound like you. And they go out there and they do that and they perform. She's sitting at home collecting them royalties and that money. I want to do that. Like I'm trying to set my life up to where I just got to sit down and collect. That's it. I just want to do that. I'm tired of working. I've been working all my life.
Into that. All my life I had to fight.
Since I was 13 years old, I've been grinding, like, consistently. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm blessed because I haven't had to punch a clock in a long time. I've been on my own time. But it's more work. Like, people don't understand how
sometimes
entrepreneurship is way more work than...
It seems like we on our own time, but really we on the client's time and
oh, my God.
all that.
We don't even talk about that. Oh, God. It's been plenty of times I was like right at the shop. Oh, God, I haven't indexed. Oh, God. Girl, I'm right here. Nah, I got to go home. Or I'll gladly go home and go get back in the bed. Mm-hmm. Listen, y'all, I love sleep. So if y'all keep hearing me talk about naps.
Look. I'm a Libra, so I'm a firm believer in a good nap. Even if it's like an hour, 2 hours, just to get you that little,
excellent.
Especially if you're an artist, you got to do a show. The show is real late. If you're one of the better artists, you're getting on the stage even later.
Yeah, they want to put you on the prime hour between 11 and midnight type thing.
So it's like you got to conserve your energy because when you pop out on stage, you got to pop out. You can't
usually on show days, I don't like to work. I don't like to do my clients, but lately I've been doing my clients. But usually I be like, I'm not doing no hair. So I can really focus on being P-Dot, you know what I'm saying? Because as a female artist, it takes us a little bit more. We have to have hair and makeup. We can't just pop out wearing anything. Like, even if it's a jogging suit, it got to be crispy. If it's shoes, they got to be crispy, white, new. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are a brand. You're a walking brand. So I don't like to, I've always, like, when Scarb and them had us on this heavy run, I used to be so tired because sometimes I'll go to work, say my day consists of me going to go do a client. I'll probably do 2 or 3 clients, right? My day will probably end like 5 o'clock. He like, yeah, we're gonna shoot this video real quick. So that's like 2 or 3 hours. By the time that's over, it's 8 o'clock, 9. Now we gotta go do a show. So we in the show, we showing up early. Hey, we here. We gotta wait. What time? This and that. And then on top of that, Scarb is also he works for Michigan State University, and then he's also a professor. So he has a busy life to take care of his children. You know what I'm saying? Take care of his family as well. So we all in there like we tired. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, Chaz had his thing.
You don't want to be the artist who get off stage and just run out the door.
No, and then we gotta literally look at each other like 2 acts. We gonna stay 2 to 3 acts and then we go. Like, there's nothing worse than performing and leave. Stop doing that. Don't perform and leave. That is the worst thing. Like, they probably will never book you again if you do that. No matter how good you are.
Yeah. And
promoters don't like that.
It don't service yourself because it's people in the room to meet.
Yeah, and you know, like in Detroit, like people look at you and see like if you're approachable, they might be like, "Damn, they dope. I want to go up to them," and then it'd be like, they got to see, like, I got to see. You know, that little boy with the little teeth at the bottom, like, I got to see, I got to see, I got to see. So it'll take them a minute to walk up to you and be like, "Dang, that was dope. You did an awesome job. What's your Instagram? Let me take a picture." It might be about 20 minutes. So while you sitting watching them other shows, they might be like, "Dang, okay, she's smiling. Okay, they look approachable. Let me go over there." Because, let me tell you something about Detroit. Everybody think they're a celebrity, okay? So they not kissing no ass, okay? I'm going to tell you that now. So if they walk up to you, then it's a plus. Real talk. I'm just telling y'all.
I love it. So we going to wrap it up. Yay. I done had you here for almost an hour. It's probably the longest interview I've done so far. So
we was late, though. I mean, we started kind of late. We
started a little bit late. Tanya held us out. Shout out to Tanya, the whole Ann Arbor Hub team.
We talked about Bill.
Bill, the realtor guy. Shout out him. And, it's me on camera for Ann Arbor Hub and, doing this podcast here and the artist interviews. But we really a team here, and I want to shout out my team.
The vibe is awesome.
They done stepped it up this week and gave me a lot of extra
cookies and
help
donuts over there.
That's not an everyday thing.
Dang, I feel special, man. It's cookies and donuts over there.
Because we be over here round as hell if we was eating cookies and donuts over there. We usually got healthy snacks, fruits and things like that. But, it's a chill day. We had another client in here, and now we got you. Very excited to have you.
Yay!
I'm excited about this. I'm excited to hear what you do with the beat that I gave you.
Oh, y'all, make sure. Okay, let me tell y'all. March 16th, I'm going to be opening up for MC Light, doing a cypher in Lansing. So y'all go ahead and go to eventbrite.com.
I knew you. As soon as I see you tagging,
I was so quiet about that.
I was
quiet. I almost, I scared, I cried. I ain't gonna lie, because MC Light, the Lady of Rage are my top 2 inspirations to my sound. Like, if you listen to my music, you'll hear Rage. You'll hear them in my music. But I got it. So on the 15th, y'all ain't doing nothing. Come on out. Go to Eventbrite and go get the 101 tickets for MC Light Tour for the Lansing.
We're going to put the link in the description.
I might fan out. I don't usually fan out, but I think I might fan out on that one.
I wouldn't blame you.
MC Light. Who beats MC Light? Who
beats MC Light?
Who meet her?
Oh yeah, no, she don't be out there like that. You gotta be somewhere on a set somewhere. She do all the voiceovers for everything.
Oh man, I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, she's one of them ones. Her and I think like Lauryn Hill are 2 people that I could not fangirl out in front of.
Fangirl?
Yeah, I go straight fangirl. Lauryn Hill, MC Light, and Missy Elliott, I go straight fangirl.
Yeah,
I'll keep it a little bit, professional, but I'll be under my breath. Like,
I'm probably gonna have to talk to myself like, don't.
I'm gonna be able to keep it professional for like 2 minutes while I tell you, I really.
I don't want to be one of those people that just start crying.
As soon as I see you cool, I'm gonna be like,
I just don't want to start crying. People get freaked out when you start crying. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I don't think there's nobody alive left that'll do that to me. It's a couple of artists who passed away that I might shed a tear, but I don't think there's nobody alive.
I thought I was going to fan out when I met Scarface, but I didn't. He actually hugged me he was like this. I was like, oh, Scarface.
Yeah, I thought I was going to fangirl out in front of E40.
Man, I would love to have a conversation with him.
He's so
I just
cool.
want to hear him talk.
He's so cool.
Yeah, bubbling, squabbling, squabbling.
Oh, he's so cool.
Yeah, oh God, yeah, we got to talk after this. Because I want to know about the hub. I want to know about the thing.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. All right, Ann Arbor, we out. I'll catch y'all next week.
Yeah, peace.